These and mares are now set to run. Racing in the Marjorie Charlson. Dainty Tess was the first to actually hit the ground from distant memory. Sweet Aura pushing up though joins them quickly. Swift Sis strides up running fourth, and easing back is Bushfire Blonde. Royal Missile went back for Mitchell, and last on the inside is Massachusetts. Well, they're hacking along here as they go by the 950. Sweet Aura in control of proceedings early. The favourite sitting right there at a girth, Dainty Tess. Swift Sis is over on the inside, travelling third and a half to distant memory. A length and a half away then in the clear is Bushfire Blonde, and a similar margin Royal Missile patiently handled back over on the outside of Massachusetts. They're starting to roll through their gears at the 500 now, and Sweet Aura doing it well for Johnston Porter. 3/4 to a length over the favourite Dainty Tess. On the rails to Swift Sis, and now distant memory peels off the heels of Dainty Tess to be put into the race. Bushfire Blonde is tracking it, and Royal Missile's got the job in front of her at the 200. Johnston Porter's down riding hard on Sweet Aura. Dainty Tess now draws alongside. Swift Sis is getting up on the fence with 100 left to go. O'Donnell draws the whip on Dainty. Dainty Tess in front from Swift Sis, and class will prevail in the Marjorie Charlson. Home she goes, Dainty Tess from Swift Sis. Royal Missile down the outside, photoed third with Bushfire Blonde. They beat off Sweet Aura. Distant Memory's run was very short-lived and always towards the rear of the field, Massachusetts. Number one is the winner, Dainty Tess. First up today, Sean O'Donnell aboard for Danny Morton. She beat Swift Sis, and possibly Royal Missile third in front of Bushfire Blonde or Sweet Aura. Well, she was asked to do it up there right on the speed, although it was a controlled tempo for the 1200. They've only run 1:12.33. Johnston Porter there, he just wanted to try and float along in front with Sweet Aura, but he knew he had a very smart one camped right at his flanks all the way. And once O'Donnell hit the trigger, Dainty Tess took off, put paid to Sweet Aura. But Swift Sis, whose form's been fantastic in the Bay of Isles and the Goldfields, has made it a real contest late. Let's go to Britt Taylor now. She is with the winning rider Sean O'Donnell, who's partnered this very, very good mare who might well be headed to Adelaide now for a shot at the Sangster. Britt.
Thanks, Macca. I do have Sean O'Donnell here. What a fantastic win. She's just proven how versatile she really is. We've seen her blistering finishes down the outside before, but to be able to park on the pace, it's just great to see how versatile that she can be.
Yeah, awesome win. She deserves this before she went away. Look, being fresh, she was able to jump there, and she held him pretty good in the end, which was good. Look at her, she wants to pull up and go home. But yeah, couldn't be happier for the connections and myself. The third ride on her, I've won a race, at least, well, $100,000 race, you know, and after a great lady in racing.
Marjorie Charlson, you speak of, she certainly is and done so much for the racing industry. This mare, she's been so dominant over the 1,000-metre journey. 1,200, how do you see her at this stage of her career? How does she get that trip?
Oh, she got that pretty easy today, even though the competition was a bit less than what she's been running against, but still have to try and win. But look, she'll hold her own over there against the mares. She'll do WA proud.
You're confident that she can measure up in a race like the Sangster?
Oh, definitely, but, you know, they're all as good as her in that race. Maybe some are better, but you've got to remember this horse has won nearly 800,000 and her heart is bigger than herself. And tell you, Brett, it's just a pleasure riding these horses.
I'm sure it is. She's an absolute marvel. Congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thanks, and thanks to the connections and the trainer. Thank you.
Well done to Sean O'Donnell, and thanks there to Brittany Taylor catching up with Sean. He was grateful to get the ride once again on Dainty Tess, and Dan Morton joins us. She just must love this particular mare, and it's quite fitting that she wins a race named after Marjorie Charlson, who was a legend of this game.
No, exactly, yeah. We were lucky enough to win the race last year as well, which was great, and yeah, a lot of respect for Mrs. Charlson and what she's done for the game.
What about this horse? She had to sit outside the leader, probably a little bit outside her comfort zone, but as Macca pointed out in the call, she did show her class.
She didn't, you know, earlier I was sort of, not that I was nervous, but it was always probably going to be an awkward run race. So I sort of only gave Sean one instruction, just stay out of trouble. You know, it's not the grand final. We just need a good gallop into her, so it worked nice.
Were you happy now to look forward to that trip and putting her on the plane or the float to Adelaide?
Yeah, exactly. You know, I like, you know, if we travel east, which we've been lucky enough to do a few times, I like giving them a hit out here just to blow the cobwebs out, make sure that everything's ticking over how you need it.
I would imagine you wouldn't be sending her over if you didn't think she would be competitive in a Group 1 like the Sangsters, but she might have to take on a horse like a Vega Magic. Is she ready for that?
Won't be Vega Magic because he's a boy, but...
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, look, we're under no illusions. That's going to be a very, very tough race. But there's a fillies and mares race prior to that, and then there's 3 after that in Brisbane that are all fillies and mares. So that'll be no doubt the toughest test, but we'll be there.
We'll be going to Brisbane after that, hopefully.
All going well, we will, yeah.
All right, well done.
Thank you.
There's Danny Morton there, and Dainty Test, too strong in the Marjorie Charlson for 2018, and what a mare she is. She wins once again. Second home at Swift Sis. Royal Missile was back in third. Bushfire Blonde officially fourth. Sweet Aura back in fifth. That's race number 4. We'll be back before race number 5 on the card, which will kick off the quaddie today.